Wortley Park was my sanctuary, a patch of green in Leeds where I ran every evening to clear my head. The routine was sacred. Lace up, start at the main gate, circle the great lawn and disappear into the wooded section. The crunch of gravel, the cool air, the empty playground, the tunnel of trees, these were my constants. I never felt fear here. This was my escape. But that evening, something was off. The air felt charged, the usual birdsong gone, replaced by a heavy silence. I tried to ignore it, blaming fatigue, determined to finish my run. Shadows deepened as I entered the woods, but I pressed on, comforted by familiar landmarks, the stone bench, the mossy log. Yet, a sense of being watched crept over me. I paused, scanning the trees, nothing but silence. Shaking off the unease, I told myself it was just another run. I had done this 100 times. But the feeling lingered, prickling at the back of my neck. I picked up my pace, heart pounding, determined to outrun the dread. The path felt endless, the night pressing in. I kept going, refusing to let fear win. This was my park. I had to keep moving. I had no idea what was waiting ahead. The sun vanished, leaving only my headlamp's narrow beam. My breath came fast, sharp in the cold air. The silence pressed in, just my panicked breathing and frantic footsteps. Suddenly I stopped. The air turned icy, my chest tight with fear. A blinding, terrifying beam shot down from above. A UFO hovered overhead, its light slicing through the trees. The light was so bright, so unnatural it erased all color and sound. My heart pounded in my ears. I froze, paralyzed by terror, unable to move or breathe. I tried to scream, but my voice caught in my throat. I was suffocating on fear. The beam grew fiercer, humming through my bones, shaking me to the core as it pulled me upward. The world dissolved, trees, path, sky, swallowed by the UFO's light. I felt weightless, yanked from the ground, suspended in a black void. My last thought, pure terror. Am I going to die? The beam dragged me in, burning and freezing, my mind screaming in panic. Then nothing. Just darkness, deeper, colder than before. No sound, no sensation, just a void. I was nowhere. Time lost all meaning. I vanished. I blinked. The light was gone. I stood on the path, headlamp still on, muscles aching. Confusion hit. Had I imagined it? Night sounds returned, distant sirens anchoring me to reality. I checked my watch, 10:15 p.m. I'd started at 7. 3 hours, gone. My phone confirmed it. Panic set in. I had no memory of those hours, just a black hole in my mind. I stumbled, searching for any sign of what happened. No injuries, no dirt, nothing out of place. It was as if I'd been plucked from the world and dropped back, untouched. The lack of evidence made it worse. How could I explain this to anyone? The memory of the light, the humming, the weightlessness, vivid yet dreamlike. But the gap was real. 3 hours erased. I was terrified. I couldn't make sense of it. The days blurred with anxiety and exhaustion. Sleep was impossible. Nightmares took over. I'd find myself in a cold, sterile room, bathed in that same blinding light. Small, grey figures with huge, black eyes surrounded me, their movements silent and alien. I couldn't move or scream, only watch as they reached for me. Their eyes were voids, cold, intelligent, utterly inhuman. I'd wake up screaming, heart racing, fear lingering long after. The line between dream and memory blurred. Were these just nightmares, or fragments of what happened in those lost hours? I felt haunted. Their eyes burned into my mind. I dreaded sleep, afraid of what I'd see. The terror was constant, day and night. I was never alone. My life split in two, before the light and after. The woman who ran at dusk is gone, replaced by someone afraid of the dark. Wortley Park is now a forbidden place. I avoid it at all costs. My sanctuary became my trauma. Running shoes gather dust. The thought of jogging is unthinkable. I scan the sky, always wary, always waiting. I carry this secret alone, afraid no one would believe me. The fear of being dismissed is almost as strong as the nightmares. I pretend I'm fine, but the isolation is crushing. I don't know what happened in those 3 hours. The nightmares offer glimpses, but no answers. I live in fear, forever changed. Wortley Park is now a monument to the night I vanished, and to the darkness that followed.